Welcome to Lobo Gun Leather, and today we're going to talk about the safety of carrying a revolver and especially how the hammers and the firing pins developed on the different models. And this came from a question that I had from a customer, and the fact that he was concerned about if I carry it and something would hit the hammer, would it be able to fire and go off? And so I want to address that a little bit, and with a caveat that no matter what gun you have, you need to know your gun, you need to know how it works, how it functions, and the safety ultimately is up to you to make sure that you're carrying properly. Now, as we come forward here, it all started out with, we got the cap and ball here, and the only safe way to carry these was to carry it in the center groove, and you see right here there's a little notch, because if you would have carried this with the hammer sitting on one of the caps, you could accidentally have this drop and it'd fire and go off. So from there, things have moved on to here where you have a pre-band, which you can see we got the firing pin on the hammer itself. And there is a possibility that if it was sitting like this and it went forward or slipped forward, could a round go off? There's a chance that it could. Now, for this here to actually be seated all the way down the hammer, you would have to end up, if you look here, I got the trigger pulled, and you can see now how that hammer's all the way down, and as I release, it comes back a little bit. So it's not directly on there. But there is a possibility, and that's why they're pre-banned, that this could go off if the hammer got pulled back and hit by, let's say, a tree limb or, whatever. And or if it would drop on here, is there a possibility? Maybe there's a possibility it could. But moving forward to our modern ones, looking at this here with this little Colt, and you can see there's now a sear bar in there. And the reason for that is when the hammer is pulled back, the only way for this one to, in theory, to go off is for the hammer to be all the way back, and that way this here is going to hit that little sear bar, which is going to hit your firing pin, which is going to allow your round to go off. So on this one, in theory, if I pull it back right here and this would be let go like that, all that's happening is the hammer is hitting the frame, and it cannot hit that little firing pin right in there because that sear bar is not engaged. You can see as it comes up how it engages on there. So when you're looking at concealed carry, it's good to know your gun, know what you have, and that way you can carry your firearm safely.